All right, guys. So, question one, because this last night I was trying to get some of your exams corrected, and I want to remind everybody the essay questions quantity does not compensate for quality. I commend some of you who was able to reference what you looked at to give you to give you an answer, and I hope that the information that you looked at helped to better understand the principles involved in the question. But please, reminding everyone for your final exam and your second in course that quantity does not replace quality. And when we are looking at answers for your structured question and essay questions, we are looking we are looking for the student being able to understand the concepts and to be able to to explain in their own words what the concepts are regarding the question. All right. So your first question was, what are the four functions of management, and what skills are required to manage well? And I expected to see from students saying the four functions of management are planning, leading, organizing, and controlling. Are functions necessary for a manager to ensure that the organization's goals are achieved in an efficient and effective manner. I have been hammering home that point several times, and those words, some of them were missing, some of them were there, but that's essentially what your answer should be, and you could have gone on to expand on what you can identify as planning. And I said earlier in today in institutional planning is a blueprint. Planning is a blueprint. Planning is specific steps that are easy to understand and implement that you engage in to achieve a certain result. Leading, you as the manager take the lead in ensuring that the plan gets executed. You always take the lead, you always lead, and leadership is about influence. Leadership is about influence and influencing your team. Yes, your human resource, but not always your human resource, but influencing your team to get the job done. Organizing is the use of resources, and one of the answers, someone specifically spoke only about human resource, but organizing is about resources, not just human resource. It could be physical resources as well. All right, putting the right type of resources in the right positions in order to effect the plan. Controlling, ensuring that the different parts of the plan are getting done and things are adjusted accordingly as needed as the plan goes about. That's controlling. So that was the answer for your first question. That's how I wanted the answer. I saw there were one or two persons who were able to do it in a nice, concise manner. And there were several other persons who used their research to fill in a lot of information that didn't was not absolutely necessary to answer the question. All right. If you paid attention to the lecture and you physically looked at the ready lecture that was given to you all, you should have been able to answer the question pretty easily. All right. But again, remember these are done. These exams are being done in a manner that you're not being directly supervised. Yes, absolutely, Biana. Yes, I understand to the letter of the law. Your list means just list one, two, three. I said you could have gone on to explain. You could have gone on to explain. All right, but I think the question, because of the marking scheme. Any other comments, guys? So understand that understand when we yes, we want you to list, and if you list and you have it correct, yes, definitely those are your marks. But it would we want to see that you understand the material. We want to see that you understand what it is you're stating. The second question was to define and explain the principles of classical management, and I'm going to send to you all on the group. I'm going to send to you all two resources that can help you to better understand classical management and scientific management being a part of a subset of classical management. So classical management essentially spoke of looking at the employee as maximizing his productivity, focusing on the individual alone, and did not consider the needs of the employee other than physical and economic needs. It's classical. Um, and I was hoping that some of you guys would have gone on to discuss, as in the lecture, the guys such as Taylor a little bit, Gilbert and him and his wife, the time and motion studies, Henry Gant and Emerson, and to give a little idea of what classical management is like from a historical perspective as well. And the second one was about scientific management. And yes, scientific management was all about Taylorism, as they say. And I was hoping that you could have expanded on or put in your own words the elements of lecture of slide number 34 that spoke about scientific management and Taylor's principles. So those were those were from what I gathered, scientific management administrative, yes. Yes, they are all parts of classical management. Um, and yes, sir, as you're correct. But again, I wanted to see from you guys um, an understanding of the concepts of classical management and specifically about scientific management and its relations. So the information I was looking for would have been expansion of information as on your slides. Each has its own principles, and all those principles are yes, Firas, correct. All right. So that was your first in course. I am in the process of going through them. The second in course is going to be the essay type questions as well. I urge you all to keep the questions concise, the answers concise to the point, and ensure that your answers will say easily to me that you understand the material and you can articulate your point well. So your other the other courses that you're going to be questioned on, um, I'm not going to bring ratios for your second in course. That will come in your finals. For your second in course, you will get a question on conflict management, on financial statements. Inventory management was the first in, first out. I'm not going to bother to do that as well. And we will look at project management. So your second in course will have three questions: one on conflict management, financial statements, and project management. Are we clear on that? Second in course, conflict management, financial statements, and project management. Your final exam will have MCQs on ratios and on inventory methods, inventory costing, and that should be it. All right. So far nobody failed from what I've been grading. Your fail mark is 40%, right? Confirm that for me. Fail is Is fail 40%? Or is it 30%? So far, nobody failed. 50%? You sure about that, Firas? Hmm. Okay. So far, just one person will have an issue, but all the others are okay in terms of what I'm being advised here about what the fail grade is. Finals are 60%, courseworks are 40%, and anything less than 50% is fail overall. Okay, 50% of the total 100. All right, okay, good. So you all have whoever don't really get through with the coursework, you have another attempt at coursework, and then you have your final exams. All right. So that's it for us and you guys. I wish you the absolute best in your second in course, and I wish you the absolute best in your final exams. And it has been a pleasure teaching you guys. I hope, again, as I said yesterday, I hope this was enjoyable. I hope you were introduced to topics of management. I hope you can understand historically where management came from, what management is today, is the essential 10%. Okay, okay, Matthew. Um, so I hope that this information would have given you a better understanding of how things operate from an organizational perspective, and I hope it propels you to better things in the future. Right? It's been yes, Gita. Waiting on Gita's question. Gita, we are waiting on your question. The assignment is 30%. Melissa, why are you sounding like you are marking hard? I want you all to understand. You are getting an opportunity to do an exam that is not supervised, and you must appreciate that as a result. What is I don't know what is Turnitin. Is it I don't know what is that. I don't know what is Turnitin. I don't know if is it my e-learning. I'm not sure. And this report you all are laughing. Listen, I am being guided as to how I should be looking at your papers, because please make it Melissa, I wish I could give all of you all A pluses because I love my students, but the reality is that I can't. It's not. It would be at university would frown upon me giving everybody aces, A's, A pluses. Sorry. So let me see what your Melissa, you did okay. I am looking at your grade here. You did okay, so you don't have to worry. Um, who else is? When are we getting the results? Friday, Sarah. I said Friday. I want to submit to Dr. Maraj all your course marks for farm admin. Come and insti so he can put it up on my e-learning. Turn shows how much percent you plagiarize. Oh, okay, okay. Well, when I attempted to correct your papers on my e-learning, only one person had it on on a PDF format, and that was Savish. Everybody else, I had to click and open up a Word document. So we have PTSD. what, what courses you all had last semester to give all your post-traumatic stress disorder? Tintin is a plagiarism said that okay, well, um I think Dr. Maraj will probably be the one looking at your papers for plagiarism. He may have access to that piece of software. I am just correcting the papers. PP3. I'm just correcting your papers with respect to the question and how well you understand the material and can answer the question. All right. And yes, I'm looking at sites as well that you may have gotten information from that you would have referenced, and I'm looking to ensure that at least it's not a copy and paste. So guys, yes, as much as I would like to be easy on marking, I have to be a bit tough. I have to be tough because you are given an exam that you have access to your textbooks and you have access to your other learning materials that you can use to that you can use to um, that you can use to answer your questions. All right. So I shouldn't submit in PDF. I don't know. This my learning thing is relatively new to me. I've used it. I've used Blackboard in the past as a student. I haven't used it as a lecturer. So it's relatively new to me. And maybe if I do come on regularly, I would have more training in it. But I'm using the old-fashioned method of correcting your papers. All right, Gita. I don't know what PP3 is. So all right. So if there are no more questions, no more queries, no more concerns about the text helps a lot. Yeah, it does. Yeah, I would imagine. That's why if you have so much help that I should be getting some really great, perfect answers from you all. Faraz, I think I corrected your people. Let me see what you did here. Faraz, not bad. Not bad, not bad. You didn't do too bad. You were okay. So let me see who I did. I did Cheyenne, Melissa, Savish, Celine, Faraz, Marie, Rahul, Marion, and Reese. And only one person of the lot there didn't do too well. Everybody else did okay. Everybody else did okay. Um, Acceptable based on your rubric of passing 50%. So right. So Dylan, um, if you submit it in Word, it's easier for me to correct on your paper. If you submit it in PDF, I can't interfere with your PDF file. Oh, pharmacy. Who taught who taught pharmacy practice tree? Nicolette, what it is you're alluding to? Now that I know the pass mark, what? Tell me. Tell me what you're alluding to. Yes, Dylan. So if you do it in Word, it's easier for me to like I can put a mark by each question. So don't feel anyone. I, that's beyond my I cannot pass someone who clearly doesn't understand the material. Okay, say why you have no anxieties to get. You all have no anxieties to get. There's no need for anxieties. You all would have been attentive in class and and answering the questions. And so far, as I said, out of the out of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Out of the 10 papers I corrected, only one person had an issue. All right. I have no intentions of. Is there? Is that still okay? Right. I have no intentions of worrying any one of you. I have no intentions of having you all get anxiety. Nobody answered. Who taught PP3? Who teach you all pharmacy practice tree? But you remember, best I did, Biana. That isn't nice. That is not nice. Why would you want to sleep through the review? The review is just to give you the answers so that you can see. You can see. Oh, okay, okay, Dr. Ignacio. All right, all right. So, looking at all the mean comments, I'm looking at all the comments about your anxieties, and I think you all will be fine. Even if you don't do well in your first in course, you have an opportunity at your second in course, and then you have your final exams. And your final exams, ha 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 ha. All right, um, so that's it. I really wish you all the absolute best. I look forward. Class was fun. Exams are always worrying, Matthew. But I want you all to understand and appreciate that exams are just a part of the process. Failing an exam is not a bad thing. Failing an exam just simply means you didn't understand the concept then and there. Then you get an opportunity to rewrite. Okay, so don't get so worried and concerned about your exams. Even if you don't do well now, you can do well later on. All right, Nicolette, what you agree with? You agree with exam class was fun, just exams worrying, or you agree with Biana that you should have slept through the review? Or Biana deleting she statement now. Um, so Matthew, don't worry about your exams. Your exams are going to be fine. All right. Okay, good. So I'm happy that you all enjoyed class. I please make sure and do your reviews on the class from that university would send to you all. Okay, good. All right, great. I'm happy you all appreciated class. I hope that I would have taught you all new concepts that you didn't get exposed to before. And I look forward to meeting you out there into the working world, whether be it for research, whether be it as a pharmacist colleague. Um, I wish you all the absolute best. And okay, good. Right, Biana? Thanks. Class is always fun. Glad to know that. So I wish you all the absolute best. It's been a pleasure teaching you all, and I'll see you on. If you all want to do another session for some other reason, we'll see each other then. If not, I will see you when I see you. So good luck. All the best. So long, everyone. Oh, and by the way, I know Dr. Ignacio very well, so I'll tell her what you guys think. All right, Karina. All right, Sarah. All right, Biana. All right, Savish, Matthew. Goodbye. And yeah, Caleb, you're laughing. All right. So see you guys. Take care. Have a good evening. Have a good week. Snitch, snitches get stitches. Yeah, that's what you. All right. So all the best to you guys too. So long. See you. I'm ending the stream now.